Welcome to Outside the Ring. I am here with my guest, the Guru.
Hello, everybody. How you doing? How are you?
Doing well? How about yourself?
I'm doing good, man. Thanks for having me on the show.
Absolutely. So, what got you into this world of wrestling and being a manager?
Well, of course, I've always been a fan my whole life. Ever since I can remember. I was
Mhm.
watching wrestling with my uncles and everything, and I actually got into this pretty late in life. I've been in the business now about 5 years, so I'm 52. So I broke in my late 40s.
Mhm.
I happened to go to a horror slam show, and they were doing like mystery bags,
Mhm.
and maybe you get a shirt, some free tickets,
Yeah.
whatever. I happened to win a guest manager spot. So on a coming show, I was guest manager for Peter B. Beautiful in a match, and I absolutely loved it.
Mhm.
Wanted to do more, seeked out some training, trained with Briar Wellington, and got into the business, made my debut a few months later, and been running ever since.
How'd you get the ring name or come up with the ring name, the Guru?
It's funny. It was actually kind of a nickname some friends gave me years ago, and when we were looking for a character and trying to figure things out, I just did kind of a test promo with my character and used that name, and like that's it. That's your gimmick. That's what we're gonna go with, and it fits because it's an extension of myself, so it all kind of worked out, man. You
Were
know,
there any managers or wrestlers that you studied
Oh
to?
yeah, for sure. I mean, basically, I've been a student in the game my whole life. Like I said, I've been a fan, but I've been a fan on the level where I like studied things, and especially getting into business. I
Mhm.
mean, I study guys like and still do, like your legends, like Bobby Heenan,
Mhm.
Paul Heyman, um, Jimmy Hart, Freddie Blassie, and then you look like more of our local scene and stuff, Truth
Mhm.
Martini for sure. Um, Even Johnny Delicious. So a lot of those guys have been influences.
Who did you start out managing? Besides,
Um,
obviously you said Peter be beautiful.
right, that was a guest stop. But
Hmm.
as a permanent, as an actual roster member, as an actual manager, the first people I ever managed were Mitch Hewitt and Sean Lawhorn as the Detroit Punks in a tag team match, and they won the championships. So it was a good start.
Hmm. How did you get to managing Triple Platinum?
Well, I've been running with my boy Royce Carney, RC3, the finest of the family, for a while now, and we had other couple of other tag team partners that didn't quite work out, and you know, uh, Royce actually wrestled Marcus quite a few times, like when he was in Cobra Kai and in other places, and they
Mhm.
built up a mutual respect. I built up a mutual respect for him as well, and decided with Johnny Delicious was involved with this as well. We decided we'd put them together, see what happens, and they've been doing pretty good for themselves right now. So it's kind of how I got involved with that one. And they're looking to right now we won our first round of the XICW tag team title tournament, looking to win that title all the way, man.
How did you find out about XICW?
Again, as a fan, I used to go to shows once in a while, so that's how I found out about them. And then once I started working in the business, I came to XICW with Dread King Logan in a group called the Hollow with Mitch Hewitt and the Grey Wolves. is how I got my foot in the door there, and just has kind of gone on and evolved ever since.
Is there anybody that you would like to manage in the future?
Oh, I mean, yeah, there's all kinds of people I'd like to manage. I mean, are you talking more like realistic or more like, top tier kind of goals? Like,
Let's hear a mix of both. Let's hear some realistic and then some top
okay,
tier.
well, we'll do a dream one and we'll say like RVD, Rob Van Dam. I think our dynamic would fit well. Um, right now, right now on the indie scene, to be honest with you, I'm kind of focused on what I'm doing with I
Mhm.
got Royce and Marcus with triple platinum. I got the fun loving criminals that as of course RC3, Grim Reality, Caden Monroe, and DBA. We're looking to reassert ourselves and take over XICW like it's supposed to be. Not the Suicide Boys. XICW belongs to the fun loving criminals, and more importantly, the Monroes.
Mhm.
So that's kind of what I'm focused on, like locally. So I'm not
Yeah.
really. I mean, I'm always got my eye open. Though, if somebody catches my eye somewhere else, or DBA or something says somebody catches his eye, we'll see where it goes. But yeah, right now I'm kind of focused on those guys.
Mhm. Good thing you say you're gonna turn on them.
Me turn on them?
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
You think I want to get stabbed? I mean, dude, do you know how many times DBA stapled dollar bills to my head? Kind of got sick of that, so I figured I'm better off joining them.
And that's a good thing.
Right, right.
We don't need no more dollar bills.
No, I mean,
Take the money,
you can
but not
hand it to
staples.
me. I mean, that's cool, but
No
them,
staples.
yeah, them staples kind of suck, to be honest, bro.
Mhm. Do you have any favorite moments from your managing career?
Um, oh yeah, of course. I mean, my debut was amazing. Um, the that part of that being, of course, my debut, and then a little extra special. I noticed. I don't know. You ever heard of Piss Jug Mike, who was a big fan, a big kind of well known in the deathmatch community? Passed away a couple years ago, but he was the first fan that I slapped hands with. That was kind of special. Um, Definitely being in the ring and seeing the OG FLC Fun Loving Criminals be inducted into the Hall of Fame was awesome. To see DBA and Jamie Cox and Mr. Meaner and Zach Gowen and all of them get that recognition was very special to be a part of. Um, for sure, winning titles again in my debut. Finally, Brutus Atwell when he finally won the Pro Wrestling All Stars Heavyweight Championship. That was a great moment.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, managing Rhino in a match was a highlight for sure. And then I would have to say for sure, I mean, I got knocked out, but it was by Shane Douglas. So that was kind of cool. At least I got punched in my head by somebody, I respect and
Mhm.
watched a lot of, kind of. But, I prefer he didn't do that again. But, oh, well, that's how it goes.
Mhm. He'll probably come across this one time and want to do it again.
You never know.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I think I made amends with him, so hopefully we're cool
Hopefully.
now. But hopefully, but you never know.
Right. S- I know you said you got into it late, into managing late, but looking to the future more so, is there anything that you want to do before you eventually call it?
Oh yeah, I mean, I would love to get on TV at some point. You know what I mean? TNA, AEW, WWE. That's always a dream for all of us.
Hmm.
Um, other than that, I want to try to help RC3 advance his career, help him get towards those goals. And just hopefully make enough of a name for myself around the area to that people respect me and want me on their shows and, want to have a good time with the Guru crew and, just keep winning titles and keep on keeping on, man.
Right on. What was it like working with someone such as Breyer to train to become a manager?
Oh, that man is a fountain of information. I mean, he's been all around. He's put his time in. He's paid his dues. He's a very intelligent dude, really, to be honest with you. He knows wrestling business inside and out. He's got some great ideas. Um, Very knowledgeable on like psychology and stuff like that, which was great for me being a manager. Um, yeah, Breyer was definitely taught me a lot, man. Always forever grateful to Breyer Wellington.
Now, not talking big leagues, but looking.
But I do have to give Dread King Logan some credit too. He helped me out a lot in the beginning, a lot with promos and that kind of stuff, and getting me in some good positions. So I got to give him a little credit too.
But back to look, not necessarily looking at big leagues like WWE, AEW, TNA, but more so around Michigan and expanding further. Are there any promotions that you would possibly want to go out to?
Oh, of course. IWR for sure is on our radar. Someplace I think everybody, if you're in Michigan, should probably try to want to get is XICW and IWR. We made our name in XICW, and we're gonna keep making our name there. We ain't going nowhere, but we would like to be in IWR. IPW would be another one we'd like to journey out to. Um, I've been seeing some things at all class wrestling that I might want to stick my nose into. So you never know.
It's all about the timing.
I'm always do things for a reason.
Hmm.
That's the thing. That's why DBA and the FLC and RC3 have me around because I'm the strategist. We don't move without purpose. Everything we do has meaning. It may not make sense sometimes because hell, it doesn't make sense to me sometimes because we like having a good time. But at the end of the day, there's a purpose to everything.
And looking back with XICW and Triple Platinum and seeing all this stuff with the Great Tiger and Soul Taker and all of Great Tiger's so-called diss tracks or whatever.
Uh, yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Hmm.
I don't know if you were able to see it or not, but Tiger and mostly myself had a rap battle in the middle of the ring. Royce and Marcus tried, but they really couldn't put any rhymes together. It was horrible. We have since been banned by the Godfather, the DBA, from ever rapping like that again. So, it was fun and all, but now the great debate, I guess, is what's better, Royce Krispy Treats or Frosted Flakes? Because Tiger says they're great. but Royce prefers Rice Krispie or Royce Krispie treats or whatever he's calling them nowadays. I mean, it's the great debate that we're gonna solve here real soon at the makeup show for Love and Hate on March 8th.
Hmm. Talking about March 8th, we get the Great Tiger versus RC3.
Yes, sir. And like I said, we are going to solve the debate of whether, Frosted Flakes are great or Royce Krispie treats are cool. I guess I don't know. I prefer Captain Crunch, but
Mm.
whatever. They can beef about that. It's all good. We respect Great Tiger tremendously. He's
Hmm.
a hell of a wrestler for being a cat, especially. So but again, we're gonna pin his paws to the mat. 1, 2, 3, RC3 victory. Finest of the family. Sorry. And then DBA, he wants open challenge. He's throwing that out there, so I'll probably join him out there for that. See who shows up. No idea who's going to answer that. Whoever it is, it ain't going to be very bright. I'll tell you that much.
Hmm.
You really don't want to fight DBA, and he's been in a bad mood lately. So I feel sorry for whoever decides to answer that open challenge.
When I heard you say DBA Open Challenge and you walking out there, I thought I was going to hear you say the Guru versus DBA.
Oh no! I'll
Yeah.
be in DBA's corner. I've done that before. I've been in one match with DBA. I'll never do it again. And like I said, I've been in plenty of matches as a manager of like Dread King Logan when I
Mhm.
was with him, and DBA stapled me every damn time. So I'm good with that. I'm going to be in DBA's corner where I
Mhm.
can hand him the staple gun, and maybe he won't staple me. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So I'm going to try to stay in his favor. It's not going to be DBA versus Guru. I guarantee you that. No way, no how. Not doing that. Uh-uh. I'm smart. I
Yeah.
know better.
Now, as a manager, have you ever gotten involved?
Jones, it's not you, are you?
Hmm.
You're not going to answer the open challenge, right?
Oh,
No? Okay,
psycho.
good. Please don't. I don't think it's a good idea.
I may not even be there. Time will tell.
Okay, well, just don't answer that
Yeah,
open
no,
challenge. Okay, you had me worried for a second there.
nah, not
Okay,
that,
good.
not that crazy.
Good.
Now, as a manager, have you ever thought of getting involved in a match?
Oh, more than thought of. I've gotten involved in quite a few of them. I mean, I've I've wrestled a few matches. I've actually been a participant in a few here and there. Not very often,
Hmm.
but it's happened. And I've gotten involved here and there. When it was called for. Usually, because somebody started something with me first. Um, so I'm not above that, but you gotta provoke me first. I'm not just gonna do it for no reason.
Hmm. Ever worried the ref's gonna kick you out?
I've
Game.
been kicked out several times. It happens. I
Hmm.
mean, ref can't see it all. So he might see me, or he didn't see me, or saw what happened to me, or whatever. It's a game of chess. But I will defend myself.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? If I have to, if you put me in that position. So
Has
I
your
tend to not want to get involved, too much. But
hmm
if the situation calls for it, I will defend myself. I'll do what needs to be done.
hmm has your involvement ever cost who you're managing the match?
Um, yeah, there may have been a miscommunication once or twice here and there, but again, that's the nature of the game, I guess. So it's happened,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
unfortunately. That's all I had for you. Anything you want to say before we hop off?
Yeah, I just want just say come on out March 8th. Check out XICW, the makeup show, Love and Hate. Watch RC3 and the Great Tiger solve the great debate of Rice Krispies and Frosted Flakes. Come see who answers the DBA challenge. It's not going to be me. It's not going to be you.
Yep.
So I don't know. Whoever is going to be is not going to be as smart as us. That's for sure.
Hmm.
And also, the only other thing I could say is thank you very much for having me on the show. Means a
Absolutely.
lot to me. I respect the hell out of you, man. You are a absolute warrior with more heart than most people I know. I appreciate what you do. Thank you for helping us get exposure and
Mhm.
putting us out there. We appreciate you.
Absolutely. Just doing what I love. Something started out as a dream, and now
Hey,
here we
man,
are, 3 years later.
you never know, man. I've had, like I said, I had the dream of being in wrestling since I was a little kid, and it didn't work out for me until I was, in my late 40s.
Hmm.
So hold on to those dreams because you never know when you might actually achieve them. It might take longer, it might take shorter, but sometimes you actually get there.
Right on. Thank you for your time.
Awesome. Thank you.